EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Detroit Lions.
Chris Boswell to kick off.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you, the veteran Chris Boswell, getting things started. And off we go from Ford Field. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 5.
Tiger, cut!
From the gun, it's Goff. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Goff's go-to guy, St. Brown, Amon-Ra gives the Lions a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
180!
Goff going to throw here on first and 10. Exiting the pocket right. And he did a pretty good job there to get back to the line of scrimmage as he's chased out of bounds.
That's a lot of work for no gain. You risk taking a shot there if you're the quarterback the longer you hold on to the ball. But there was nothing there. Good job to the defense shutting that one down.
A second down throw for Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Detroit.
First and 10 at the
They've done a nice job
38-yard
spreading the
line.
ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
Second and 10.
Out
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. This one not quite on target. Got him too much. That one falls incomplete. Isaac Tesla was the intended target. Third down coming up.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws. And that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. No issues there. This one is good. And the Lions will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
This is fielded inside the 5. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
On the ground is Jalen Warren. It's a Vic is ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Alex Anzalone in for the tackle.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
That's going to be incomplete. Covered very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Hey, 626.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game? They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Go, grab. DC. Turbo, set.
Goff to throw on 1st down. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Lions who have the early lead. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Lions ball to begin this second quarter. They've got it 2nd down and 7. Goff to throw. That one out wide to Gibbs. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. Good for a Lions first down.
1st and 10.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the 1st down.
And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1 with Deshaun Elliott on the tackle.
2 yards on the
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
180. Turbo, set.
On 2nd down, Goff. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Goff's go-to guy, St. Brown. Amon-Ra gives the Lions a 1st down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
1st and 10.
Tonight. What's that?
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And a good run there. It'll get him 5 yards.
The ball carrier. He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
We go tonight. 120.
Once again, it's Gibbs. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Kyle Duggar there to make the play.
It's
And
a
while that
gain of
run
2.
wasn't anything
Brings
really
up
to write
third
home about,
and
what it allows
3.
them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
That's hot. Left side. It's complete. And the Lions are going to be set up first and goal. Tackle made at the 9.
Detroit Lions, first down.
Here's Gibbs. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and
No
goal.
gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and
Goff
goal.
to throw.
At the 9-yard line.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he will win the race to the play line. He's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. Now Jake Baker on for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Lions are out to a 10-0 lead.
Steelers, nothing.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Rodgers. Metcalf left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the Steelers first down. As this defense too loose there. Gain of 19 on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
So obviously here in this one, the points have been at a premium. So now as you get into the second half, I think both these offenses start saying, all right, we've had a hard time sustaining possession. We've had a hard time going the long way. Let's try to generate some chunk plays and get a little life in our offense. And that one falls incomplete, but I think they got to just continue to attack downfield.
Rodgers going up top again. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 17
yards, the gain there. Good for a Steelers first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
To the air once more, it's Rodgers. Catch made, right side by Wilson.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Again, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
14 yards.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have first and goal.
He'll get this out wide, and he's in! Roman Wilson! Touchdown, Steelers!
Touchdown,
Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive, because they've still got some work to do.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
What? Value. What's that?
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
On the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's second down and 4.
Maverick wall. 180. Value 1. Super 1. Super 1. What's that?
Throwing here is Goff. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here's a third down and 4. To throw is Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And the defense came up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
That's good for the Lions.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll come up here, first and 10. Goff with the give to Montgomery. Finds room inside the 40. A terrific run there, all the way down to the 30-yard line.
That's another
A gain there of 21. First down, Detroit.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs, kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
180.
On first and 10, here's Goff. To the outside, that's St. Brown. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
Detroit Lions first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the gun, it's Goff. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Incomplete.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Throwing on second down. Goff. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
And 10.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
180. What's that?
From the gun, on third down, it's gone. That one's broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up fourth down. And this one online, and it is good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, Rodgers. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Now Rodgers. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Big play coming up. This is third down. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. Give him 14 on that one. That's a Steeler first down.
Steelers first down. A gain of 14. And a Steeler first down.
Throwing, Rodgers. He's got a man down the field. It's Austin. And he'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That's another Steelers.
That's good for 27 and a first down.
First and 10 at the
And this is a
19-yard
tricky
line.
part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And the Steelers are going to have first and goals inside the 10. Mark them at the 7.
4 yards. That's another Steelers first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
He'll get this out to the left flat. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Roman Wilson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. A critical extra point is up and good. They have taken a 1-point lead here in the late stages of this one.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. Tonight.
They'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Goff's go-to guy, St. Brown. Amon-Ra gives the Lions a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. That one out wide to Gibbs. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain there of 20. Good for a Lions first down.
Detroit Lions first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. Clock shows 50 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Montgomery. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard's going to help the field goal kicker right now.
4 yards.
Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. And the clock will stop with 45 seconds left in the game. He'll run. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. And now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout, and they stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. They'll stick to the ground, and he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up fourth down.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
This is scooped up by a member of the offense. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out, and this game is over. So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers. They knew this would be a dogfight away from home, and they were right. But they come away with a hard-fought victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.